Let's give this another go.
By Peter Lorre.
I don't know who Peter Lorre is. It's probably a great joke, though.
He's a character actor. He's been in a million things, from horror movies to crime movies.
Is he short and does he have a big head?
Kind of, and he has this kind of breathing voice like this.
Oh, that guy.
Yes, kind of buggy eyes.
Okay, I can see why they call me Peter Lorre then.
He's been spoofed in a million cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
I
Peter
understand
Lorre.
their joke then.
Yes.
You're probed, lady.
One of my favorite characters of his was in the movie The Maltese Falcon opposite Humphrey Bogart.
Wow.
When I didn't pick it up until way later, until somebody pointed out about his character as in the original book he was described as being flamboyant. I was like, oh, I see.
He's just a dancing man, Kathleen.
You're right. I remember Diamanda Hagen posted a thing on Twitter. It said, it said trending in Ireland, Irish, and it says, oh Lord, what have we done now? Because she's from Ireland. And I just put a picture of that guy. Said, there's no Irish in Ireland, Kathleen.
Was her last name Kennedy?
Who?
You said Kathleen. I was like, is her last name Kennedy?
Oh, you know.
Oh, you
Wait
don't know
a
the
minute.
meme?
Oh, never.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Okay, I was about to make a mistake. Oh, you said Kathleen Kennedy, the Star Wars lady. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Kate Kennedy, the porn star. Never mind.
I thought you were going into ballet mode.
Ballet. You're the dancing man, Kathleen.
There we go. Now it's ballet mode, or at least acrobatics mode. One of those things.
Stir in the seasoning mix. Mind over matter.
Fine. Where's that shield? Nice. A while. Do I share your bubble?
Bubble. Missed a bubble.
My bubble.
Toil in trouble.
It looked like you fired your laser beam into her butt.
Laser.
Laser probes.
Laser cats again.
Madam, do you want your suppository?
Why, yes.
You're overdue.
Ma'am, why you redeem the cards? Ma'am, I am trying to refund you your money.
God. Reminds me of... I don't know why it made me think of this. There's a little CSI episode in which, I don't know, something to do with one of the victims had a biting fetish.
Yeah.
And when they were like basically to receive, more than give, but when they interviewed the lady that he'd been seeing, she was hot as hell. And when he was trying to get a impression from the little dental impression, he held it like, "Would you mind biting this?" She said, "You know I wouldn't."
What I was going for was making fun of the people that you YouTuber named Kim Baga. He like goes after like scammers, mostly that are from India.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. the angriest scammer he ever called. Like, holy hell, that's such a good one.
I remember, what was it? There was a. You ever read the webcomic Least I Could Do?
Yeah, that's a good big comic. I like that one.
When he went to Nigeria to actually meet the people there, and like went to the offices, and then started pelting them with cans of Spam. Needless to say,
that guy was clever.
beating a hatred treat out of Nigeria immediately after. So, blop, that'll do.
I just says you got her on her last bar.
Yeah. And I've been doing pretty well about preventing her from healing too much.
Clearly.
So her second and third bar have been only like half bars.
Ma'am, you want to redeem your cards? Because you are clearly losing the fight. Ma'am, why you redeem the cards? How am I supposed to get the money?
Sound like the old Jerky Boy sketch.
Ma'am, I will take all your money. I will take it all. You will lose everything if I don't get my money.
What was that other one I liked so much? Fuck, was it Foamy the Squirrel?
Yeah, Foamy's fun.
The customer service guy.
Yeah, if you could give me a link to them. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, there we go, guys.
Which one?
Hold on.
The
Hold
squirrel
on,
one.
guys, shut up.
You beat me. I can't believe you actually beat me.
They never do. You know, you don't look so hot.
Majestic
Disagree.
will never give up the struggle to resist you alien freaks.
Struggle's over, babe. Furons won, humans zipperoonie.
You think you won? You think America is the only human civilization on Earth?
That's
Americans
what all the
do.
Americans
Yeah.
seem to think.
That's exactly what he
As
just
I
said.
stand.
Smug little insect. There are 3 billion people on this planet. And everywhere there are humans, there is Majestic.
Sorry, dollface. Without you, Majestic's just a bunch of dudes in crappy black suits.
Majestic. MJ. 12. The 12. All over. All over the world.
Rest in potato.
Attention, humans. I am Cryptosporidium of the planet Furon. This planet is now a territory of the Furon Empire.
There's nobody here.
Resist this.
Congrats, you kicked a dead chick's face.
Don't we feel like the big man now?
Take the victories where you can.
President found alive. Totally
Why is
not
it-
me with a holographic disguise on.
I was gonna say, why does it look like a young version of Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Does this game predict the future?
That is Mayor Quimby.
Good evening, my fellow
God, that toupee.
Americans. In recent days, rumors have run
Toupee.
rampant of flying saucers, alien invaders from other worlds, indeed, of my own demise. I'm speaking to you tonight to put these rumors to rest.
Huge.
The truth is, America has been attacked, not by little green men, but red. And our invaders are most
That's sh-
definitely of this earth. Despite the efforts of this administration, our nation has been infiltrated by communists, godless
we're scared.
deviants who hate us for our freedom-loving way of life. Their conspiracy, details of which are only now coming to light, included drugging our water supplies.
Kind of a
and
little bit
controlling
of
our
Kennedy, a
media by
little
mind
Hey,
Reagan.
hey.
The result was mass hysteria, a national delusion which provided them the cover they needed to execute their fearful scheme. But your military and intelligence agencies fought back, and I'm proud to report that once again, America has emerged victorious. However, the price is dear. At this moment, millions of Americans are working hard and playing by the rules, unaware of the lingering toxic pollutants in their minds. To combat this lingering menace, we have set up testing centers across the nation, at shopping malls, local schools, even churches. The test is simple and painless. Why, our family had it just this morning, and I'm back at work. Doris is in the kitchen baking brownies, and little Billy's out playing tag in the rose garden right now. It's completely safe. So, trust your government. Trust your president. Freedom is on the march, my friends. Good night, and God bless America.
Trust your government, my ass.
That's totally
So-
Earth technology.
Kind of a little bit of
Inside, citizen.
You sure this thing is safe?
Step inside, citizen.
Jeez Louise. I don't know.
Hey, buddy, you heard the president.
Richie.
Good enough for him. It's good enough for us.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I guess a test couldn't hurt.
He was never seen again.
Yeah, like a all-over president. A little bit of Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon, Reagan, all
Yeah.
in one.
Gestalt Prez.
This remind me of Stranger Things, where like the dad of the main characters is just like, our government, they wouldn't lie to us.
Like shooting monkeys in a barrel.
There's that theremin again.
Yeah.
God, theremins are good.
And
Yeah.
so,
Hold on.
the world breathes a sigh of relief. The threat of alien invasion proved a false alarm. As for those who scan the skies for a real visit from outer space, they may be in for a very long wait. Perhaps the lesson is that we should turn our gaze inward, remembering that man's worst enemy is often himself.
It's them lousy commies.
I kind of like that like little take at the end there, where it's like, yeah, fear creates a disease that infects everybody equally, and it
Yeah.
causes people to make horrible decisions.
It's true.
Yeah.
Of course, in this
I mean-
case, their fears were accurate, but in
Yeah.
a general sense, the paranoia does lead to problems.
I mean,
Yeah.
look at how the world's handled COVID, or parts of the world, I should say, have handled COVID.
Yeah. Also, Larson, I'm curious. You say this guy who voices a huge list of characters in the secret world. Which guy is this guy that we're talking about? And Burnswell, what's supposed to happen in the machine? Who knows? Probably DNA extraction, I'm guessing.
Oh, the president.
Oh, the guy voicing the president, Larson. Okay. Nice.
Give them it's fluoride.
Yeah.
So, Burnswell, if I had to guess, I would just say it would be like brainwashing. Like they make them be like, "Oh yeah, the machine's fine. You know, everything's great. Everything's kosher. It's all good."
Probably a mix of that, and also the reason they're here is apparently they visited this planet in the past, and some of their DNA is like seeded in all humans, and they're extracting it back now because their own DNA is degenerating. That's why they're here in the
Also-
first place.
I mean, when you really think about it, a lot of the sci-fi movies of the time were all just Cold War analogies. I mean, really, Martians, whatever, just stood in for commies.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I mean, yeah, they're the outsiders that are against freedom. They want control
Space
over
communism.
The Tau.
well, no, not necessarily that, but I mean, it's like the aliens want to control the human populace, much like how Americans interpreted communism as controlling the populace, making them do what you want them to do, even though the American government was kind of doing the same thing. It's just under the guise of, we promote freedom, we give you liberty and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, you give the illusion of freedom when in reality you're the ones controlling everything.
Well, let's face it.
To some degree.
Or at least the ones that purport themselves to be communist.
I mean,
they go too far. Like script editor Rhianna Pratchett. I didn't know that. Interesting. Anybody who's not familiar with Rhianna Pratchett, she is the daughter of the late and great.
Awesome.
Terry Pratchett.
Yeah, Discworld.
Also, she does a pretty good job with script writing. She wrote Overlord, and whatchamacallit, the Tomb Raider reboot series.
Oh, wow. But that's kind of it. I mean, I don't know when the original book "Who Goes There" was written. That was made into that was the basis for The Thing. Both versions.
1950, I believe. I believe it's
one
like
second there, though, guys. Adam Mouse, hello. Yeah, unfortunately, you just missed this game, but since I've gotten a little extra time tonight, I'm going to do another little quickie one-off thing after this. We're going to be playing through a recently released... somebody made a walking simulator out of H.P. Lovecraft's short story Dagon.
Oh, wow.
Apparently it's like 45 minutes long or something like that, so I'm going to do that next.
Okay.
After we give this game a chance to have its credits.
Especially some parts of the original of the 1950s movie, The Thing, definitely had that. Especially the speech at the end where he's going out to all the other... There's one reporter there going to other reporters, and the final line, "Watch the skies. Keep looking. Keep watching the skies."
Yeah, that sounds familiar. Wasn't that War of the Worlds?
No, that was The Thing from Another World.
That was The Thing from Another World, okay.
Yeah. As I always said, that's kind of why I like that version better. I said, as far as clothing lines go, that's better than why don't we wait and see what happens.
Yeah, it reminds me of, I think a little while ago they came out with the War of the Worlds video game, but apparently it didn't review super well.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they came out with a video game for it.
Yeah.
I actually,
it was unfortunate. Apparently the gameplay wasn't that great.
When somebody brought it up, I kind of looked around. A few years ago, somebody brought up the famous War of the Worlds radio broadcast that caused the panic. I actually found, like, on YouTube, the original things I listened to. I said, okay, yeah, it does sound, for the most part, like they're treating it like got the music programs and other shows, but this intercut with the sounds of scenes from the Martian landing and the attack and everything. It's like, I can see it as far as how some people might get the idea that...
Well, I mean, people are susceptible to stupidity like all the fucking time. I mean, hell, you still got people that believe the shit that Alex Jones says.
I don't believe what he says, but he does entertain me.
At least he's finally up on charges now.
Oh yeah, he's neck deep in charges. Like him and Blizzard are kind of like neck and neck on charges right now.
Yeah.
For different reasons, obviously.
And R. Kelly finally got convicted.
Yeah, took long enough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Burnswell. I remember hearing about that in my history class, and I think it was like the 11th grade. My junior year. I remember hearing about that when we were talking about like the Red Scare, how communism and capitalism were conflicting, the Cold War, USSR versus US, all that other bullshit. Yeah.
Well, at that time, remember the Russians did have a bunch of missiles stationed in Cuba, which was very, very close to us, so they weren't helping themselves against this whole...
Well, I'm not throwing shade at the USSR because both the US and the USSR are equally guilty of the same shit they were doing.
There was a reason to be scared of them at the time.
I mean, yeah, we were close to World War III, and thankfully, the Cuban Missile Crisis, was averted completely.
Yeah.
But to say that the U.S. or the West were like the good guys in that whole thing is completely false, because both sides were culpable of horrible acts toward other countries.
I'll put it here.
Yeah, exactly, Larson. Exactly. The U.S. had missiles aimed at the USSR in Europe. And, like, communism's not an inherently bad philosophy. It's just, in terms of practice, it just doesn't work because human nature...
It's never been implemented well, yeah. It's never turned out well, I should say.
Not even now. I mean, basically, it's almost like... It's all propaganda now. Unfortunately, that in today's cancel culture...
Yeah.
It's the same...
Yeah, communism's a pipe dream. Like, it's a great idea on paper, but in practice, it just doesn't work.
I think it's too prone to corruption. You get somebody corrupt in power, and it's all fucked.
Well, yeah, I mean, look at Russia, look at China, look at Cuba under the Fidel Castro regime. Yeah, it falls to shit really fucking quick.
Look at North Korea today. Hell, Venezuela is fucking broke. Well, the main country is, but the people in charge are living large.
Also, did you guys ever hear about the there was this sandwich restaurant that was doing an experiment in basically being a communally run restaurant, like nobody was in charge at the restaurant, and it was normal for it to take half an hour for everybody to get their food because there was no organization in the kitchen, basically.
Right.
You do need a degree of authority in order for things to work.
Remember, we got that example of that last year when they had like 2 different cities of their autonomous zones. Those fell apart very quickly. And usually it was one person trying to put themselves in charge, and he usually showed he was just as corrupt as everybody else. It's like, I made a joke about, I'm going to send care package to these places, food, clothing, medicine, and each person gets a copy of Animal Farm and Lord of the Flies.
Yeah, basically. It's like, oh, it's just going to be by the people, for the people, but I'm in charge. Like, you damn hypocrite.
Some more equal than others.
Larson, like, America's been under, like, we've been identifying as a, quote, capitalist society for, like, the better part of, like, 3.5 decades or whatever.
Right.
But really, we're a corporatist society that's plagued by plutocracies, oligarchies, where the corporations run the show. They pay off the lobbyists who pay off the politicians who run the show. And so they get all the benefits while us middlemen are kind of just sitting here like, we're struggling to make ends meet. We can't pay our rent. We can't pay our bills. We can barely buy food.
Yeah. Although, look, I feel like when you said that America calls itself capitalist, I feel like what you might have meant to say was democratic. Because it's definitely capitalist.
well, we identify as a democratic republic, aka we vote for people to represent us, but the people that we vote to represent us haven't represented us. In fact, a lot of them were born in like the 1940s and 50s and even like the early 60s, and they don't know what the fuck they're doing anymore. They're just sitting on their asses, twiddling their thumbs like, oh yeah, I'm here, I'm doing the thing, and then, you got these fucking boomers that fucked up the country. No offense to anybody that's actually a boomer generation. But the boomers
What's
really
that,
did
Sonny?
fuck us over.
I ain't boomer. I think I'm officially, my designation is Generation X.
Yeah,
I'm a millennial. I was born in 1990, so I'm a millennial.
I don't even know which one I am, and I don't care. I think people get
well,
not you guys, but like I'm not saying. Hold on, I'm not saying this about you guys, but I think a lot of people get a little too obsessed with what generation people are.
Oh yeah,
calling people boomers don't even know what that means.
No? How about your gun? Or your ability?
Well, I've got a lot of DNA to spend, but I've got no reason to.
I'm a Saturday morning cartoon generation. Fair enough, Adam.
Saturday morning cartoons and sugary cereals.
Yeah, the whole generation